Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech, and in this video I'll be showing you the most important tips and tricks for your Samsung Galaxy A10. By the way guys, in this video I'll be just showing you the most important tips and tricks, and if you want to know about all the features offered by this phone, check out my video on the best features of Samsung A10, link will be in the description. Now with that said, first I'll show you my favorite feature on this phone, that's the night mode. So to enable it, you need to go over here, that's your notification toggles, and you have a toggle that says night mode. Just enable it and it will turn on the night mode. Now night mode is like a dark theme for your entire phone. It looks cooler, it saves battery, and it's much more comfortable to use your phone in night mode, obviously in the night. So this is how the UI looks like. Everything is now in black. As I said, this is the look I really prefer. Now going on next, I'll show you how to make apps go full screen. Now most of the time apps go full screen by themselves, but there are times when they don't. So in that situation, if you want to make any app go full screen, this is what you need to do. Go to settings, then select display settings. Now select full screen apps. From here, select the application that you want to make full screen. Let's say YouTube. It's just an example. It goes full screen by default. And then select full screen. Now once you do that, you will be able to use YouTube in the full screen mode, especially while watching videos. Now this feature or this settings page is something you should definitely check out, especially for games that you play in the landscape mode. Next, I'll show you some camera related tricks. First, I'll show you different ways to take pictures on this phone. Now, the basic way or the most intuitive way is to simply press the shutter button. But besides that, we have many other things to do as well. So for that, go to settings, scroll down a bit, select shooting modes or shooting methods. And these are all the different things that we have. So first, we have press volume to take picture. So just in the preview window or in the camera application, just press the volume down button to take a picture. Now, this little shortcut will be really handy while taking selfies. Next, we have floating shutter button. So once you enable it, you will see a floating button on the preview screen. And you can click this button over here instead of clicking it over here to take a picture. Now, a very quick shortcut, you can also swipe the shutter button around. And you can also pull it back to the original shutter button to hide it. Or else you can also swipe it from here to bring back the floating button. This is once again super handy while taking selfies, like this perhaps. So just click it over here to take a picture. And when you're done, swipe it back and it goes back. There you go. Next we have tap screen. So using this feature you can take selfies by just touching the preview screen. So it doesn't work for the rear camera, but it does work for selfies. So here's the front facing camera. Now touch the screen to take a picture. So that was pretty awkward. Anyway, next we have the palm gesture. So this is where you can enable it. Show palm. Now once you're done, you can simply show your palm to your phone like that to take a picture in 2 seconds or probably more. And you can probably see a small preview near the front camera over here when it works. There you go. So in that way we can once again take selfies much easily just by using a gesture. So these are all the different shooting methods that you should definitely check out. Personally, I like the palm one instead of this touch thing, and I use floating button occasionally. Now with that said, let me just quickly show you around the camera application. So you can swipe left or right to switch between all these modes. You have pro mode even on this phone, so that's pretty good. Now over here you have a toggle. The first one is the default mode, and if you click it, you'll get a 2x zoom. Now this phone has just a single lens, so this 2x zoom is optical zoom. So it's just like taking a regular picture and cropping it. So I would recommend you not to use that feature. Anyway, we can also zoom in and zoom out by doing a pin gesture like that, which is also pretty cool. Next, we can swipe up or down to switch between the front and rear cameras. And it's pretty simple and pretty intuitive. Next, I'll show you how to use split screen mode on this phone. Now, split screen mode is a feature that allows you to use 2 applications at the same time. So normally you can press and hold the recent apps button to do that, but it doesn't work on this phone. So if you want to use split screen mode, first you need to go to the recent apps page. First, click the app icon that you want to use in split screen mode, like this. Now select open in split screen view. Once you do that, that application will open up in a top window, and now you can select the secondary application from the list over here, or else you can go to the home screen and then select it from here. That's your app drawer. Now I'm just going to open YouTube, and now we can use 2 applications at the same time. Now split screen mode has been on Android for a very long time, but still there are applications that do not support it. So if you want to make sure that all the applications support split screen mode, this is what you need to do. Go to settings and then scroll to the bottom, select about phone. Now select software information. Now click on the bill number 7 times. Once you do that, you will be asked for the password. Just enter that, and once you're done, developer options will be enabled. You can find them in settings at the bottom. Now once you open it up, scroll all the way to the bottom and make sure you enable force activities to be resizable and restart your phone. Once you do that, you should be able to use all the applications in the split screen mode. Now going on next, I'll show you some super handy shortcuts for your default launcher. I'm pretty sure it's Samsung launcher. Anyway, this is your default home launcher and you can swipe left or right to change the different home screens, and you can swipe up for the app drawer. Now right out of the box, when you do a swipe down gesture, once again it takes you to the app drawer. But if you change a small setting, we can pull even this notification bar. So for that, just long press in an empty area. Now go to settings and enable this toggle that says quick open notification panel. Now once you do that, you can simply swipe down to pull down the notification bar. So now you can swipe up for app drawer and swipe down for notification bar. Now for another shortcut, you can swipe with a single finger to open the notification area, and over here we have access to some quick toggles. Now you can swipe once again to check out all the toggles. Now if you want to directly open toggles from your home screen or anywhere, you can swipe using 2 fingers and it will open the toggles area immediately. Now going on next, you might not like the positioning of all these toggles. So if you want to change them, you need to click this button over here, select button order, and now you can rearrange them just by long pressing and dragging them. Once you're done, click done and the layout will be saved. Now going on next, when you swipe down or when you go to the notification area, this is what you'll see most of the time. And as you can see, there is no brightness slider. So if you want the brightness slider even on this page, this is what you need to do. Go to the full area. Now click this arrow button beside the brightness slider and enable this toggle. Once you do that, brightness slider will be visible even on this page. Next, I'll show you how you can hide applications on this phone. Now this phone doesn't come with a lot of bloatware, but it does come with applications that you might never use. So if you want to hide any of these applications, simply long press in an empty area, then go to settings, scroll to the bottom, select hide apps, and now you can select all the applications that you don't use or don't want to see, and then press apply, and those applications will be hidden. Now those applications are hidden, but they are just not visible on this launcher. If you install a third-party launcher, you can still see them, and you can also access those applications from the Play Store. So this feature is really not that useful, but if you want a clutter-free, easy user interface, you can tweak it according to your preference. Now once again, going back to the notification toggle area, these are your toggles, and we have something called quick settings. Now whenever you click on the name of the toggle like this, you get some additional settings. Most of these toggles have it, like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and so on. Now using this little feature, we can perform actions quickly. Let's say if you want to change your Wi-Fi network, you simply need to swipe down, go to the notification toggles, and then click it over here and select the Wi-Fi that you want to connect, and it immediately connects. Now these quick settings also give you some additional options. For example, torch gives you some additional stuff like changing the brightness of the torch. This is a feature that you probably won't find on many other phones. Probably just the iPhone and Samsung phones has it. So if you want to do that, you can try it, and you can also check out the other toggles for some hidden features. Now going on next, if you're going to use face unlock feature on this phone, I would like to suggest you some changes. So for that, let's go to settings, then select biometric and security. Now select facial recognition and enter your password. Now in these settings, first make sure you disable this toggle. It is enabled by default, and this is how it works. My phone is already configured with face unlock data, so now the face unlock has worked and it has unlocked the phone, but I need to swipe up the lock screen to unlock the phone, like that. So if you don't want that, and if you want to unlock your phone automatically, just using your facial data, you can disable it. Now when you press the power button, display lights up, sees your face, and immediately unlocks the phone. You don't need to swipe up the lock screen. So if you want that, make sure you disable this particular toggle. Also make sure you enable this particular toggle. If you enable it in low lighting conditions, your phone will increase the screen brightness to see your face and then unlock the phone. It's just a very nice feature to quickly unlock your phone. Now going on next, I'll show you how you can hide this notch over here. Personally, I really don't hate the notch, but if you hate it, this is what you can do. Go to settings, then select display settings. Now from here, select full screen apps and enable this toggle. Now once you do that, the area near the notch is completely made black, and as you can see, there is no notch, or you really can't see the notch. So if you want this kind of a look on your phone, this is what you need to do. Just enable this toggle. As I said, I really don't have any complaints with that, so I'll just leave it there and have a much more immersive experience. Next, I'll show you some navigation gestures. So to enable that, go to settings, then select display. Now select navigation bar and select the second option, full screen gestures. Now once you do that, you can swipe from the right side to go back, swipe from the center to go home, and swipe from the left side for recent apps. So here we go once again, swipe from the right side to go back, swipe from the center for home, Swipe from the left side for recent tabs. This is just like pressing the buttons, but instead you're swiping, and because of that you get some extra screen real estate and once again have a much more immersive experience. This is all fine, but I wish Samsung could have done better, something like what Xiaomi does or Honor does by copying Xiaomi. Next, this phone has a super awesome feature called wind down. Now technically it's a feature from Google, but anyway, this phone has it, so here we go. So to enable it, go to settings, then select digital well-being. Now you can enable wind down using this toggle. Now wind down is a feature that will allow you, or that will make sure that you sleep on time. Now as you can see, once I've enabled it, display has turned out completely black and white, that's grayscale mode, and you can also schedule it and even turn on do not disturb mode, so you can quickly put down your phone and probably sleep instead of watching all these videos. Anyway, wind down is a super awesome feature and it really helps if you want to control your usage. It also shows you some important details like which apps you're using more and how much time you're spending on each application, and you can also restrict yourself from using those applications for an extra long time using this digital well-being settings. Now going on next, I'll show you how to take screenshots on this phone. So to take screenshots on literally any Android phone, you can simply press the volume down and power button both at the same time and your phone will take a screenshot. There you go. Normally on other Samsung phones we had a palm gesture, so where we can swipe on the screen with the palm to take a screenshot. But for some reason that's not available on this phone. Now going on next, this phone has a pretty unique feature which allows you to make calls or send messages pretty instantly. For that, open your phone dialer and go to the recent section. Now these are all your contacts or your call logs. Now you can swipe right to call them or swipe left to send them a message. Normally it also works in the contact section. Anyway, this feature doesn't work right out of the box. So to enable that, you need to go to settings. Once you're in settings, select advanced features. Now select motion and gesture and enable this toggle. Swipe to call and send messages. Next, I'll show you how you can record calls automatically on your phone. For that, you need to open the phone dialer and click this button over here. Then go to settings. Now select record calls and enable this toggle. And now all the calls will be recorded automatically on your phone. Now this feature is limited to only few countries. It is available in India, but I'm not sure which other countries support this feature. So if it's not there, try to use some third-party application. Next, I'll show you how you can change your default launcher, messaging application, browser and so on your phone. For that, go to settings. Now scroll a bit and select apps. Click this button on the top right corner of the screen. Then select default apps. Now from this page, you can change your default browser to something like Google Chrome from Samsung browser. And then you can also change your home launcher. That's your home screen. From One UI Home to something like a Nova launcher or TSF Shell launcher. So this is the place that you need to come to change your default applications. Now going on next, I'll show you how to display the battery percentage on the status bar. For that, once again go to settings. Now select notifications, then select status bar and enable the toggle that says show battery percentage. Once you do that, battery percentage will be visible on the status bar. This is something you should definitely do. Now before I conclude, I'll show you one of the best features available on any Samsung phone. That's ultra power saving mode. So to enable that, you need to go to settings, then select device care, then select battery, and from this place you can turn on ultimate power saving mode or maximum power saving mode. You can just do that and click apply, and then your phone will turn on the maximum power saving mode. Now once you turn on this feature, these are the things that happen on your phone. Brightness goes down, CPU performance is limited, all the applications will be killed and you will be given access to only these 6 applications. First 4 are fixed, but you can select rest of the applications. And you can just do that and select all the applications that you want that are like most essential for you. You can also use Wi-Fi and mobile data while using this mode. Now let's say your phone has just 5 or 10% of battery left and you don't want your phone to shut down. You still want to use your phone maybe for 1 or 2 hours more. Then just by enabling this maximum power saving mode, standby time and screen on time will improve significantly on your phone. So this is something you should definitely check out, and to exit it, you need to press this button over here and click exit maximum power saving mode. So guys, these are the most important tips and tricks that you should definitely know about and try it on your Samsung Galaxy A10. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video, and definitely check out my video on best features. Link will be in the description. By the way guys, if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel, and if you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.